Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be, as you may see, a little free library donation. Now in my last little free library video, I did donate books and also take books. Today I'm going to be doing the same, but more focused on donating. So I cleared off my bookshelf of other books that I just had kind of laying around to donate, and then I also went to a store called Ollie's. They have quite a big book section for very good prices, and I am going to be donating those books at the little free libraries as well as the books that I cleared off of my bookshelf. But let me show you the ones that I purchased just to donate. So first here we have The Secret Garden. It was $1.49. I did also try to be very conscious of making sure I have boys and girls and different age groups. I mean, they're going to be going to different libraries, but I don't know, I just wanted to make sure I had that. This is Beloved Children's Stories for $2.99. My camera's like sliding to the side. This is Fairy Tales, was also $2.99. This can be read by a child, or it can be read like by a parent to a child. So I really like these types. These types of things. This is Moby Dick. Again, this one could be for a boy or a girl. It was $1.49, and who knows, could introduce them to classic literature. This one, to be completely honest, I picked up at Ollie's. It was $1.99, and it's very obviously for, like, I don't know, probably like a 4th grade girl, but I think I might like actually read it first because it looks super cute. I like dogs, and yeah, so I think I might actually just like set this one aside and read it first. This one was $1.49, called The Popularity Papers. Now I think that this could honestly be for boys or girls. It's probably going to be picked up more by girls, but also like it's a graphic novel, so I think that these are a great way to get children to read, you know, kind of like comic books, but more reading than a comic book. And these are very similar to the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books that kids really seemed to enjoy, at least a few years ago. I don't know if that's still a popular thing. We've got The Wanderer. This was $1.99. This looks, again, probably for like a 4th grade child, but this could be more for a boy or a girl. I feel like based on the picture on the front, boys would also be likely to pick this up. This one was $1.99. It's about like a little robot, I guess, and this looks like it's probably for maybe like a 2nd grade child, and you know, because there's a robot on it, it's probably going to be a boy that more likely picks it up, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. This, I think it's really cute, and the illustrations in it are actually pretty good too. And then this one, Color Me Annoyed, I got for $3.99, and you can see it was like a buyout from a Target store. And this is called Nomadland. I literally just paid like $16 for the soft cover version of this book, which honestly I do prefer soft cover, but the fact that I literally just paid $16 for it at the bookstore, and then I could have gotten this for $4 at Ollie's, is like kind of annoying. And I was literally just at Ollie's the other day too, and this book wasn't there. So I guess it's one of those stores where you just really need to like constantly go and check on their new shipments and what they have. I believe that this is also a movie, and I just love like social commentary books, and so I picked this up for the sole intention of donating, even though I'm annoyed that I had to pay more for my copy. I like the idea of, you know, letting other people read the same type of social commentary books that I like. So those are all the ones I bought, and then the ones that I had on my shelf, there's nothing exciting. There's a couple children's ones, because at one point I had purchased a whole bunch of children's books to donate to a school in Kenya, but there were some that just didn't seem really like, I don't know, appropriate for that. Not that they were inappropriate, just that, like, I don't know, they're like science experiment books, and you had to like have all of these materials in order to do the experiments, and I just didn't really think that that was appropriate to donate. So I'm gonna be putting those in the little free libraries, and as I put them in, I will show you what I'm putting in. I am focusing, obviously, as you see, on children's books, because I was inspired by a comment on one of my last videos that someone said that they were a little free library steward and they frequently need children's books. So I thought that this would be a nice thing to do and a nice way to help children that is different than other charities I do, like Operation Christmas Child. So we're gonna take a ride to some little free libraries. Okay, today is not working out so well. So first I went to a little free library that's like not far from where I was. I guess it was at like a charter school, which I didn't know existed. But first of all, there was a girl sitting there like waiting to be picked up or something. I guess school got out early. I mean, it's 1 o'clock. And so I don't know, whatever. School got out, she was sitting there and she appeared to be like a high schooler, and I'm literally still scared of high schoolers. Literally 34-year-old woman still scared of being bullied by high schoolers. So I drove around the block a little bit to try to see if she would go away. She did go away. Eventually I drove into the school parking lot and the little free library was empty and it didn't even have like a cover on it or anything. So I just kind of didn't go there. Now I'm at another one and it's also at a school. This appears to be an elementary school, and again, so I guess it was 12:30 before. Now it's 1:06, and it appears that children are getting out of school, and there's school buses and there's teachers out here like checking who's picking up kids or whatever. And so now I just accidentally got in this like line of traffic of parents picking up their children, and I feel super awkward, and I don't know where this box is, and I don't want to like walk up to the literal front of the school building. I figured it would be like on, you know, between the street and the parking lot, kind of like over there in a grassy area, not like in the school. So I don't know if I'm going to go into this one either. Unfortunately, it seems like a lot of the ones I looked at on this map are by schools in this town that I'm in, and it's unfortunate because I could have driven like 30 minutes one way to where I am, or 30 minutes another way. I should have gone 30 minutes the other way, because then at least like they're not all next to schools. But yeah, so this is what we're dealing with right now. Okay, my social anxiety is literally making me like want to cry. So we're at the third one, and it's like next to some woman's house. She's outside like playing with what appears to be her granddaughter. There's a group home next door, and it's technically on the group home's property. We're gonna make this quick. We're gonna drop off Have a Little Faith, The Weight of Silence, because I have this in Kindle version, a red card, green card that I got for a Operation Christmas Child shoebox, but it doesn't fit, and Fox in Socks. These last two, I figure like maybe this little girl who lives next door will like pick them up, so we'll see. Okay, we only donated 2 books in that one because it looked to be like really full. It doesn't look like people go there very often, and there were a fair amount of kids books. I did leave a kids book and an adult book, and then I didn't take anything from there because there wasn't anything in there I was interested in. So we're gonna try another one, and hopefully my social anxiety doesn't explode. I have officially determined that these little free libraries are not the greatest for people with social anxiety. So I actually went to 2 more before I came to this one. One of them again was at a school, and it was like right up against the school, and then again there were school buses and teachers and children, and honestly, even if school was in session, I don't think I would go up to the door of a school. So I guess it's really only good if you're gonna go on a weekend. And then the other one was in somebody's yard on a dead end, and there was like construction work going on, and my goodness. this one. As you can see, I left 3 books that were kind of like garden themed because this is like a garden store that it's at. I got this called The Little Prince because honestly I don't know if I've ever read it, and it's literally on my list of things to read just because I think it would be cute. I got this, I Am These Truths. Never heard of it, but I opened up and I was reading in here, and it's talking about how she grew up half Puerto Rican and half African American, raised by teenage parents in the South Bronx, escaping poverty, turbulence, etc. And I'm trying to like kind of decolonize my bookshelf a little bit, so I think this would fit right into there. And then I got this one. Now I've kind of wanted to read it because people have told me to read it, but at the same time this author I think is like a little bit problematic. So I mean, I'm just gonna kind of skim through it and then probably donate it back into another little free library. And let's see if there's anything else I can go to today without getting way too worked up and anxious. Alright, so yeah, this one is also at a school. However, school is out, and honestly, based on the location of where the box is, I didn't think that there would be anything in it because like it's kind of by an overgrown tree, kind of. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff in it, perhaps too much stuff. So you saw the books I left. I actually intended to leave 4, but I only left 2 just because there wasn't a whole lot of extra room in there. So I kept the Golden Compass and Fox and Socks. Honestly, I don't even remember what the 2 were that I ended up leaving. The robot one that I got from Ollie's and then another one. But yeah, so we're just gonna keep these in the box to donate. And then as far as taking books, I grabbed this one, Fly Away by Kristen Hanna, mostly because I think that she is known as a good author and the plot sounds somewhat interesting, so I'll see if I decide to read this one. And then Devil in the White City, which is basically a historical narrative of the World Fair in 1893 where people, I don't think I can say the word on YouTube, they were unalived. Anyway, so yeah, this was kind of a rough day for my social anxiety. Oh, I grabbed a little bookmark that was inside of that too. Thought that was super cute. Yeah, rough day for my social anxiety. Just, yeah, I kind of wish that these were all in like more public locations instead of, you know, where they are. I mean, I understand some of them being by schools, and anyway, not gonna ramble about that. I just, next time I do this, I'll probably do it on a weekend and like not a day off from work because this was a little rough. So I do like the idea of little free libraries because it gives people access to books who may not otherwise have access, or maybe children who don't have transportation to an actual library. I mean, there's obviously one at school, but not in the summer or at certain times of the year. So I think it's definitely a very good idea. Always remember to click the subscribe button, give this a thumbs up for the algorithm, and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts.